the Manchester High School. I'm vying for the position of Secretary PRO for Region 5 for the academic year 2020-2021. Friends, today I want to have a conversation about building the muscles of the NSSC. Good muscles are strong, hold us together, and allow us to weather any condition. I strive to strengthen the Region 5 muscle. I speak of better dissemination of information, of better visibility, as to put us in a better position to advocate on the behalf of students. With all of that being said, let me indulge into the plans of what I aspire to do should I be elected to this post. I would implement a system in which students are taught about the NSSC and its purpose. There are schools within our region who are struggling to function properly as they do not know their purpose. This is a major issue which I will uproot by sensitizing all students about these rights and responsibilities, making them better individuals. I would ensure that all schools within Region 5 are in constant dialogue within Region 5 are in constant dialogue with regional representatives through social media. Myself, as well as all regional executives, will become easily accessible. They say that encouragement sweetens labor, and as such, I will implement a system where small, affordable incentives are given to outstanding council members. I am not telling you that with me as Secretary PRO, there would be a 360 turnaround. No, but I promise, if elected, I will do my best to serve Region 5 because I know that a 324 degrees turnaround is possible. What I am saying is, I am not a man who makes false promises, and I know a thing or two about building muscles. With your vote, I can continue my work of advocating for the rights of all students. So, on election day, vote for Hanson for Region 5 Secretary PRO. I thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Hanson. Okay, now we have Mr. Dishon Francis from Nain High, Secretary PRO.
My name is Dishon Francis, a student of Nain Technical High School, vying for the position of Secretary PRO for Region 5. My Region 5 family, it is with great pleasure that I extend my most generous greetings to you all. Francis on a mission, vision for Region 5, act fast, act now. I have been blessed with the honor of serving as Students' Council President, Vice President, Secretary, and today I am here vying for the office of Secretary PRO. A man of vision and action, yes, the man for the job. When elected to office, my first order of business will be the assessment of local councils. For struggling bodies, the implementation of a system to monitor bodies, how to evaluate bodies by using a scale to measure them. What this simply means is that when elected, I will ensure to evaluate councils within the region. From this evaluation, we can identify the councils that are weak and pair them with stronger councils, which will create cohesion within the councils and the region at large. Secondly, I will create a platform that will foster strong communication and a greater feeling of inclusivity among all councils by updating the region's database by adding other personal information. Therefore, monthly messages will be sent through email and SMS that includes greetings, motivational quotes, and recognition of special events such as birthdays, etc. This will serve as a motivation for local councils and improve communication within the region. Thirdly, based on the investigation over the period of campaigning, the information accumulated is said to be that students in 5 have been faced with the challenge of schools administration that still holds to the belief that students should be seen and not be heard. the implementation of a student empowerment campaign, hashtag Voice for the Voiceless, would aim at 1, to advocate for students that are voiceless, 2, to empower students across the region by educating them on their roles, responsibilities, and rights, so to effectively execute their tasks. Finally, while providing organized and proper dissemination of information, it is of utmost importance that I will ensure to hold accountability to the Office of the National Secondary School Students' Council, Region 5, Secretary PRO. All is well with Francis. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Francis. Okay, we're going to go into the Q&A section now, where I will be asking 3 questions. The 3 questions will be answered by both candidates. You'll be given 30 seconds to answer, or let me say maximum 30 seconds to answer the question, and I will indicate who should answer the question first. Okay, hope we're ready.
Yes, sir.
All right. What is your vision for NSSC in regards to your specific region? Mr. Francis.
Repeat the question for me.
What is your vision for the NSSC in regards to your region? And Mr. Francis should answer first.
Thank you for that question. So my vision is to create equality between schools in Region 5, where strong communication can foster throughout the region. I plan to implement a campaign. This campaign will raise awareness for different schools and councils that are lacking. So this is actually my vision that I want to implement if I'm elected as Secretary of PRO.
Thank you.
Thank you for that question, Ms. Williams. My vision for Region 5 as Secretary PRO is to see all students within Region 5 aware of the NSSC and know what it is about. For too long, administration has put a stop to this region. We are often left behind, and I am ready to move forward with Region 5 if elected to this office and allow for all students to know their rights, responsibilities, hence becoming better individuals.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. Second question, how will you ensure a strong social media presence for your specific region? First person to answer should be Mr. Hanson.
Okay, I would ensure that a strong social media presence for my region is by creating Instagram pages and posting, also hosting lives to inform students of their rights and responsibilities, as that is a major challenge. Also, I would use email and traditional means to WhatsApp, Twitter, you name it.
Mr. Francis.
Okay, so my plans is that to create a social media page for our region. These social media pages include Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, our original WhatsApp groups. So I also plan to have different empowerment sessions through Zoom in which I will record and post on the region's page to ensure that the schools in our region know that our council is active and we're all about promoting what's taking place within the region.
Thank you, Mr. Francis. And the third and final question to be answered by Mr. Francis first is, though we have over 200,000 constituents, less than 25% are aware of the NSSC. How can you ensure that more students are familiar with the organization? And this, of course, can be approached from a regional perspective.
Okay, so what I would do when elected, what I will do when elected is to create different clusters within the region where we'll have about 5 different groups with different individuals from the executives and other executives from the regional executive that is elected within the schools, where we train them and send them to different schools within the region to deliver the message of the NSST and to ensure that each student's rights are advocated for.
Thank you to both candidates and for putting up yourself in service.
I did not answer your third question.
Oh, my apologies.
So,
my apologies, sir. My apologies. Go ahead.
As stated in my manifesto, which you can find on my Instagram page at _1hands, is that I will print and provide magazines, quality magazines to all schools within the region for them to be aware and know what we are about, what we're doing within the region. As you know, everything takes money. And so I have made a partnership with a printer in Mandeville, with a local printer in Mandeville, who's willing to partner with Region 5